How's everybody doing? You guys gonna ask some questions or what?
Yep, I'm just letting you get that breath out, and then I'm going to give you an introduction. The other half of our 197-pound final, four-seeded A.J. Ferrari of Oklahoma State took out top-seeded Miles Amin of Michigan with a 5-1 decision. A.J., how you feeling?
Great. It's awesome, man, to be on the stage and just be looking forward to this moment. I told my coach before I went on the line, I dream of moments like this. There's nowhere I'd rather be than right here in this moment. So it's just great seeing all the hard work, me and my brothers have put in finally paying off. So there's no place I'd rather be, and it's finally coming together. And, God bless. He allows everything to work out. But with my family and my coaches and everybody supporting me, I feel like I can't lose with God on my side.
We've got some questions queued up for you here. Adam Engel, go ahead.
Hey, AJ. Adam Engel, Ocali. Hey, I'm just curious. You talked about, Oklahoma State, the greatest place on earth. What does it mean to you tomorrow to represent the orange and black in St. Louis?
Right. It's bigger than me for sure. You guys can tell it's a dynasty, man. I go to all the schools. You guys obviously know top 5. It was a great opportunity to all these other schools. But when I went to Oklahoma State, man, it was just a special place, man. It was just like, man, I'm wrestling in Gallagher Arena, same arena where John Smith wrestled. Same arena where Chris Perry wrestled, same arena where all these coaches and all these great legends came before me, so seeing them set the pedestal for me and the goals that I need to try to achieve and ultimately try to, beat, because you're always trying to beat those records, right? Beat those guys who have the goals ahead of you. So it's just awesome having those guys that can look up to them. Everybody's great. Oh, it's always get there first, but at the same time, man, whenever they set this and have this legacy, it's just awesome, man. And I'm so grateful to be able to add to this legacy and create my own legacy for my family and, everybody supporting me. Yeah, at Oklahoma State, yep.
Thanks.
Kyle Klingman, track wrestling.
AJ, do you like to entertain?
Yeah, yep. I wrestle, I put everything, I put my mind, heart, soul, my whole body into this. I sacrificed my life. My parents have made a lot of sacrifices. My dad has taken years off of his life, driving 20 hours straight to camps, Jordan camps whenever I was younger. So, this is everything to me, and it's just so humbling to finally be here and, and be able to do this. But I got to entertain those all back home, show them all the hard work and paying off, always do it extra flex, make sure people know I'm not locking in the weight room with shout out to Coach Gary C., my boy, my coach. Yep, he's got one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the country, so I can't be so grateful, can't be more grateful for my team, and it's just awesome to have me and Dayton Fiction. It would have been great if we had more guys. Trust me, we got guys coming. We got Dustin Plott coming. We got Trevor Mastro Giovanni. We got these young guys coming, and they're hungry, so, it's awesome, man.
Jason Elmquist, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ, Jason Elmquist, Stillwater News Press. After the Big 12 finals, Coach kind of made a comment that maybe people won't underestimate you or see you as an underdog anymore. Have you felt this season that's been kind of the role you've been in? Early on in the season, that you were ranked, mid-teens, and here you are now in the finals.
Yeah, people have always, slept on me, I felt like a little bit, but being number 1 recruit in the country, there's high expectations. Those people, they're not going to affect my thoughts. It didn't matter what seed I came in this year. At any tournament, at Worlds, I always try to tell myself that, because no matter whatever seed I'm not, say I would have gotten the 2 seed off the bat, that's just my seed. That's as if he's the guy, who I'm going to take out. So that's just the motto I have, and it's great having these dudes, not really seeing me coming in the 4 seed. I came in the 4 seed at the Big 12 too, and I love when people sleep on me because, I work behind the scenes. Before matches, I always pray before my matches, and I'm just like, God, please allow all the work that I've done behind the scenes to show in the spotlight. Every single extra ounce of, pain I've gone through, all the sacrifices I've made, my coaches, my dad, my family, everybody sacrificing their time, their energy to this, help it to show off. And it did today, and, it'll continue to show off, as long as I stay fruitful to, the truth and where I come from, not get beside that, not get caught up in all the fame, Instagram and stuff like that. That's always great for fun to have people follow you, to have young guys see, but you want to set a great example, so I work hard and I play hard, and it shows,
When we talked back in the summer, you mentioned, the role that you have that you want to have for your younger brothers,
right.
Now here at Stillwater High.
Yep.
What do you feel like this has shown them, the fact that as a true freshman, you've made it to the NCAA finals?
Well, it shows them, with the attitude that we have and with all the sacrifices that we made, it's going to pay off, and I've been doing this for a long time. It's great to win Ironman, win these other tournaments. I took 3rd in the world with a fully torn shoulder just because of mental toughness, But it shows them, that we're right here. We've been making these sacrifices since, I'm 19 now. Started wrestling whenever I was 4, so 15 years on the mat. So it shows that these sacrifices that we're making are paying off. You know, I told my brother Angelo, you know, he lost the last 4 seconds, not dropping down to a leg. He had no stall calls, you know. If anybody watched, shout out to the state championships in Oklahoma, Stillwater Wrestling. But I told him, man, these high school matches, you're going to look back 10 years from now, these middle school matches, everybody, you see coaches and dads crying, oh, I want Tulsa. This is the ultimate goal. NCAAs and Olympics. You know, they should see that. You know, at young age, it's just about having fun. It's about enjoying the sport and teaching your, you know, dedication, you know, discipline. So I always tell my brother Angelo that. I said, man, just focus on getting better at your skills. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the best thing whenever you're young is losing matches. You know, I had a lot of losses in my middle school years. I'd bump up 2-3 weights. And that's why I'm here today, you know. So not running from guys and really making those sacrifices shows my brothers that it's going to pay off, you know. And Anthony, Freight Train Ferrari's coming, and so is Angelo. So, man, I love my bros, I love my family, and I can't be more happy for the future. You know, Oklahoma State, it looks very bright with these young recruits, including them and many others. So it's going to be great.
All right, AJ, thank you for your time. Congratulations on your win, and we look forward to watching you wrestle tomorrow.
No problem. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Be back for a national title. Bring it back to Stilly. Woo!
Right behind AJ, we do have Coach Smith coming in
You guys
real
have a good
quick.
night.
Marcus, I'm sorry we didn't get to you.
Woo! Yes, I do. Now, there's a certain version, too, because there's an explicit version.
Get my Stillwater folks.
Thanks for taking some time to join us this evening, Coach Smith. We've got some people that would like to speak with you. First up, Adam Engel.
Coach, Adam Engel, O'Cauley. Hey, I was just curious. So obviously Ferrari was the big story, but talk about Wyatt Sheets for a second. I mean, for him last week, I remember you called him. He was sitting in class. He got the call that he was added to the bracket, 33 seed. Now he's an All-American. Just talk about his journey to get to this point.
Well, it sure hasn't been easy. And, you know, the one thing I'll say is that when he hurt his knee this earlier in January, it didn't look good, you know, but I told him to have hope. Let's see where it goes. Let's see what you can do on it. And as we saw that he could compete at some level, we just knew that he needed to be the guy for us if he could wrestle. And it wasn't pretty. It was tough matches. A lot of losses that he hasn't taken. A lot of losses this year. And in the end, like you said, we got that call last Wednesday or 2 Wednesdays ago, and they said somebody dropped out of the bracket. Wyatt Sheets is in. Do you accept? Made that call to him while he was in class. He texted me back, said he's in class. And I just kind of got a chance to visit with him. And, of course, he was excited about taking that opportunity. So proud of what he's done. He came here to compete, do what he could for the team. And he's going to finish up tomorrow wrestling for 7th and 8th.
Thanks.
Adam, did you have any follow-up there?
No, thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Jason Elmquist, the floor is yours.
John, let's talk a little bit about AJ. Obviously, a guy going up against a fifth-year senior as a true freshman on until now the biggest stage. Obviously, that'll change tomorrow. But for him to come away with a 5-1 decision and set himself up to win a national championship in his first season in college.
Well, he just executes, you know. He's like you heard from him, you know. He backs up his work ethic, you know, with performance. Not everybody does that, but he does that. You know, he's one kid that believes in his training, and he believes that he's got to work hard, and he does work hard. I mean, as hard as anyone I've ever coached. I've had a lot of them, but he's a guy that puts the extra work in. He puts the extra lifting in. And I think more importantly, you know, is he executes. He executes on the mat. You know, there's not a lot of fear level with him. You know, he believes that he can take people down. He believes that he can ride when he rides. He believes that he can get up off bottom. mean, there's a belief system that gives him a level of confidence that you really need to be a true freshman at this weight class, as we've seen through the year, this being a very tough weight class. We knew it was tough in the Big 12. It didn't really get a lot of respect in the Big 12 or in the national rankings, the Big 12 197-pound weight class. And we saw what's happened here with it. I think we're going to end up with 4 guys from the Big 12 placed in the top 8. But with that, AJ, amazing kid, you know, a kid that had a severe injury last year, his senior year in high school, didn't wrestle the whole season, and missed the season, came back, started with us this fall, and very impressive year, you know, for somebody that's missed a year.
Just one other question. Dayton mentioned after his semifinal match that, you know, he felt that he's finally regained an edge that he's maybe been missing since high school. Have you seen that over the past month or so since coming off the suspension, the redshirt season and whatnot, of him maybe having that chip on his shoulder, that edge on the mat?
Yeah, I believe that. You know, here's somebody that hasn't competed since, you know, he missed a full year, you know, from January the 22nd. He wrestled in Italy, came back, and he spent a full year out of competition. And he came back the second week of February. So I thought, you know, through the last couple of weeks of his performances at the Big 12 and even here, you see some areas where he needs to continue to improve, and I think he recognizes that maybe that year took a little bit, and he kind of relearning some situations that you need to stay focused in, and I think the Big 12 helped him a lot. He had some competitive matches, even with some scores that were big. They were tough matches. They were hard matches, and it really kind of set his mind as he prepared for the NCAA championship.
All right, we got time for one more quick question from Marcus Trevino.
Hey, Coach. So AJ's obviously a big personality, but behind the scenes, do you, you know, try to cool him down, or do you let him be himself? How does that relationship work between you two?
With who?
With you and AJ?
His personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a great personality. You know, he's fired up all the time. He's ready to go. He's excited. You know, I think that you know, at times maybe it's too much, but in the end, I think his teammates embrace it, and I should say they always enjoy it. But he's a guy that is not negative for the team. He's a positive for our team. So we're proud of what he is and what he believes in.
Coach Smith, thanks for taking a few minutes to come back and talk with the media. We do appreciate it, and congratulations on your 2 finalists. We look forward to seeing you on the big stage tomorrow.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Good night.